All right, artists, today you are going to finish your beautiful painted plate flowers. The past couple days we have spent painting, first rings of color around our plate, then some designs with black paint, and then you painted a beautiful painted paper with the warm colors and the cool colors. Today we're going to cut out some petal shapes from our painted paper and glue them onto our plate to turn it into a beautiful bright flower. So let's get started. Today you will find that not only do you have your painted papers, but you have these little yogurt cups. You might recognize them from as water cups from when we're painting. And we're going to use this as a tracer for our petals. So first thing I'm going to do is flip my paper over to the back. I'm going to be tracing these circles on the back of my paper so that my pencil lines don't show through on the front. So I'm going to put my cup upside down, hold it in the middle here, and I'm kind of pushing down on the cup to make sure it doesn't move when I'm tracing, and then I'm slowly, carefully tracing some circles. You need 4 circles. To complete all the petals on your flower, you shouldn't need more than 4. So I'm just going to trace 4 circles around on my paper. And then I'm ready to cut. When I'm cutting out, I remember that my thumb goes in the small hole, these 3 fingers are in the bigger hole. And when I'm cutting, I'm keeping the hand that is holding my paper close tucked into my body, and my scissors stay in one place as I'm cutting. The hand that holds that paper, while my elbows are tucked into my body, can turn, but my scissors should stay straight. I'm not twisting my hand as I'm cutting. That gets uncomfortable and makes it harder to cut. You'll notice that I cut my paper in half before I'm cutting out my circles. I think it helps to have a smaller piece of paper to hold while I'm cutting, and it makes cutting out these circles a little bit easier. So I am just turning my paper and cutting, and I've got 1 circle. I'm going to go to the next. Now that I have all of my circles cut out, I need to cut these in half so I can use them as petals. So I'm just going to gently fold my circle in half, making these 2 curved edges meet up and pinching along that fold. When I open it, I will see a little line in the middle of my circle, and that is going to show the halfway mark for my circle. So I'm going to cut right there and do it again. Match up the 2 curved edges and then pinch, 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 unfold it, and that's where I have my halfway line. Once I have all of my circles cut in half, then it's time to glue onto our plate. So, when you're gluing, you are going to be using our glue brush set that we use in the art room sometimes. So I'm going to take the lid off of that, but I remember that this little glue cup stays in here at all times. Whatever petals I want to glue first, I get to choose. I might make a pattern of warm color, cool color patterns, or you might decide to do cool on one side, warm on the other. I'm going to start with whatever petal I'm going to glue first. Take my glue brush, dip it in the glue, wipe, and then glue it down. Put glue on that paper. So dip, wipe, glue. Put my glue brush back in this container, line my petal up on my plate, and I'm going to pinch it in place. Pinch it in place for just a couple seconds to make sure it sticks, and I'm ready to do my next. So again, I'm going to dip, wipe, glue. I'm just putting a little glue along the edge of my petal because the rest of it comes off my plate, so I don't need to put glue all over here. Dip, wipe, glue. And then, same thing, I'm going to put it on my plate. I'm going to overlap my first petal a tiny bit and push it down. All right, artists, and when you're all done gluing your petals down like this, we're going to put it on the drying rack to dry, and you're all done. These look so beautiful, and I can't wait to see your finished flowers.